What's up, folks? Welcome back. I'm your host, Hypothetical Patriot. Everything you hear on YouTube is, of course, hypothetical unless it's the word of the Lord. One of my favorite parts of the Bible is, most sad and favorite part of the Bible is Peter denying Christ 3 times. And Jesus, foretold this to happen. And Peter, said, I would never deny you, blah, 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 blah. The main point of this is Peter was very headstrong. He had hot blood. He most assuredly was the man who took the sword out and took the ear of one of the centurions trying to arrest Jesus in the garden. Peter was the rock also that the church was built on. You will be my rock when he says, when he declares Jesus Christ the Messiah. But during the crucifixion, Peter was asked 3 times and denied Christ 3 times. One of the most notable is when he was by the fire, and they say, surely your language, meaning your speech, gives you away. You're one of them. He says, I do not know that man. That's because they were from the north. They were Nazarenes. They were from the hill country. They were seen as bumpkins in the big city, which made it even easier for people to deny Christ. But anyway, the whole point is, without the Holy Spirit, Peter denied Christ. He was just a man. He was relying on his own self, his manhood, his love for Jesus, and his thoughts that his humanness would override any complications or any obstacles in his way. He could take care of it himself without relying on Christ and God. But it shows you that when he was asked and when he was actually put to the fire, even Peter, the rock of the church, denied Christ 3 times and said, I do not know that man. Now let's fast forward to when the tongues of fire come down to the apostles and everyone in the room with Mother Mary, and they were all praying and they received the Holy Spirit. After that point, Peter is literally on fire for Christ. He goes from town to town without any fear. He goes to kings and rulers of lands and tells them about Christ with no fear. He's imprisoned. He also says he wants to be crucified upside down because he doesn't deserve to be crucified the same way as Jesus. He gladly took his death. We're going from a man who just denied even knowing Jesus a couple of years before that to a man that literally was proclaiming Jesus all the way to his last breath and became the rock of the church. It just goes to show you that if you're going through anything, if you're stumbling, you're talking about a man that was with Jesus Christ through his later parts of his life and all of his sermon, and he still denied Christ because he was relying on himself. The minute he got the Holy Spirit, which you will get when you join the church and you're baptized, you start relying on God, and that's when things happen. Jesus is King.